Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Come on in.
Welcome to Piccadilly Stampin.
Say hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
You're being so funny.
I'm not trying to be. Hi, Jean.
You are being funny. Are you going to sing tonight or what?
Jean from North Dakota's here.
Hi, Jean. Welcome. Come on in. Hi, Beth Ann.
Beth Ann
How's
from
Philadelphia?
Hi, Madison. You see me waving? I'm waving.
I don't see Madison. There's Madison. Hi, Madison. Hi, Kristen.
Lafredo's on.
Kristen is Lafrenzo.
Lafrenzo's on.
That's right. She's in New Mexico tonight.
Boo.
It's cold here, Kristen. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Mary Jo. Hi, Jackie. Thank you so much for sharing. Hi, Marcia. Come on in.
I'm going to share.
You are? Are you going to move your feet so I can get in there?
Yep.
Okay. So, Bill, are you in a good mood tonight?
I am. I'm in an awesome mood. It's stamp night.
It's kind of crazy tonight. Who knows what we're going to get?
That's right.
Let's start off with the calendar, okay? How many feet in a yard?
I don't know.
Depends on how many people are standing in it. And so if Nicola's in here, we don't call it a garden, we call it a yard.
We call it a yard.
So, do you got one?
How does Darth Vader like his toast?
How does Darth Vader like his toast?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. With butter? I don't know.
On the dark side.
Oh my gosh. He literally put his hand on his mouth and went on the dark side, he said. Oh my gosh. You're the only one who thinks you're funny. You know that?
No, Nicola's laughing. There's all kinds of funny faces coming up.
What? Well, those are sympathy ones.
Sympathy ones, huh?
Okay. So, sign up for my newsletter. If you aren't already, I do have a couple announcements that'll be coming out here soon. If you're doing it from a mobile device, it's kind of hard to do it here from Facebook. It's easier really to kind of go on a computer or a laptop to do it that way. You can just hit my button here at the side on Facebook on the wall and it'll take you to it. Otherwise, go to piccadillystampin.blogspot.com and go through my blog. It's the easiest. Oh my gosh, I saw a thing today on the Beyond Horizon Paper Pumpkin Kit and I cannot wait. I'm actually debating whether to get 2.
Really?
Yes.
2? Awesome.
It's actually really cute.
It does look really
So
cute.
it has 9 cards and matching envelopes, and they're giving you 2 free stamp sets in this one. So it's kind of worth it, I think.
So you get 4 stamp sets?
Well, I probably would, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Maybe I'd have to give 1 away.
Ooh, there we go.
Or give 2 away. So, okay. Anyway, oh, yes, the All-Together promotion that's going on right now. I know, I believe the blends, they're kind of flesh tone. What I'm really excited about them is I used them for making little critters recently, and they actually are really good.
The otters?
Oh, shh, shh, shh. There's some people that are here that are going to be getting my little critters.
Oh.
So we got to be quiet.
Those others?
Good save. So if you're interested, it's a stamp set and die. You do get the 10% discount when you buy them together. You can also get the whole set, but I think the paper is only available while supplies last. Oh, looks like maybe
Hi, Mary Ellen.
everything's only available. Hi, Mary Ellen. So Stampin' Up! Has a deal. If you've ever thought about starting your own business, you can join this month, and we're getting kind of down to the end, and get their wonderful kit that they give a very good price for, plus 2 stamp sets on top of it. This is kind of an awesome deal, so if you're interested, let me know. I have a great team. Piccadilly Parks, just so you know, if you're brand new and you're joining us, I do have a rewards program for being a loyal customer to me. For every $35 purchase that you make through me per time. I give you a letter to the word Piccadilly, and when you get all 10, I give you a shopping spree on me. And another reminder that we will be here this Friday at 4 p.m.
We'll be here.
Yeah, listen.
With bells on. Woo-hoo. Oh, I got one.
Now you got to wear bells.
I got another one.
You got another one?
Yeah.
Okay, one more. That's it, though.
How do the millennials weigh themselves?
How do millennials weigh themselves on a scale like we do?
No. In Instagrams.
Oh, no, that is kind of funny. That is kind of funny, actually. In Instagrams, he says. So, the card kit that I'm going to be doing tonight, I'm going to keep going,
I got a
okay?
bunch of, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You getting a bunch of laughs.
Uh-huh.
You guys don't encourage him. So, I'm going to be using the Heart and Home suite, but I'm not going to be using everything from the suite. I am going to be using the awesome paper. I know some people maybe kind of weren't as enthused with it. It's a little more subdued than our normal paper, but trust me, it's really pretty. And it just is a matter of using it. So let's work on this right now. Let's start with the...
Beth Ann says that was my best one.
That was your best one? Beth Ann. Really? I kind of like the Darth Vader one this time, and I normally don't like your jokes, so I think it was... I think you had to see him because he was making like... Luke, I am your father, breathing through his hand. So, let's get out what we have here. This is going to be a little different than my normal card. I'm normally a simple stamper, and this is really good for those of you who are just starting out. It is going to be a really fun card for that. It is simple enough. If I'm doing it, you know it's going to be simple. But it's a little bit more stepped up than maybe I normally do.
Stepped up?
Yeah.
It's layered up.
It is. It definitely has more layers. So I'm using the Blessings of Home stamp set and die set. And if you purchase them together, you do get a 10% discount. I always like getting that discount.
They think I should do my own show of bad dad jokes.
Oh my gosh. You guys, please, I beg of you right now, don't encourage him. So let me get out the stamp pack for today. I love him dearly, but I don't
Hi, Laura Lann.
don't want the encouragement. So I'm going to start here, and I'll start with this. We're going to do a little bit different. I'm going to start a little stamping here, and I'm going to use the Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I'm inking up, let me show them this image. I'm inking up just this flower, not this big group, but this one, which, by the way, I'll just show you since I have it in here. This big one is absolutely gorgeous. I have one, there it is, that I'm going to be using. It is so pretty. No, but it's very pretty. I'm going to be using this one, and I'm going to be, we can get through anything together. I think that's a great
thing after this past couple years. Huh?
Yes, I just think it's a great sentiment for everything that we've been going through. So I'm inking it up in Memento because I am using an alcohol-based marker, and this keeps it from bleeding. I do like to use the thick basic white cardstock. That's my personal choice. You don't have to, but when you use the blends... So let me press this down here. When you use the blends, I try to stay away from the black line as much as possible. That helps prevent any feathering or bleeding. Give that a good press. I like the details in this. As you can see, Stampin' Up! Kind of already figures out where the shading should be for you. So I love that. Now, I am using Fresh Freesia background, and I'm doing kind of a purpley thing today. So we're going to use the Fresh Freesia. And I'm going to do this a little bit different than I've done before in the past with you guys. Actually, I'm going to start with the... soft succulent, and I'm going to start with the light soft succulent, and I'm going to use the brush tip end. That took a little bit to pull there. And I'm just going to come in here, and I'm just going to go very quickly, carefully, and start coloring. So you guys can kind of watch me and talk amongst yourself, make some friends there.
Yeah, but make sure that they use your host code if they're purchasing anything.
Well, thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
I didn't train him, did I?
Nope.
Yes, if this is my host code for, well, at least a few more days. And if you're making a purchase under $150, if you would please use that host code, that would be awesome.
I know I've been taking a lot of stuff to the mail lately. Wow.
I know. I got some more packages for you tomorrow. We got a hungry post box. We need to feed it, right?
Need to feed it.
Got to help keep the mailman busy.
That's right.
So I'm just kind of quickly, I'm not doing like, there's white spots left in here. You guys know how much I like that. And this will dry lighter when it dries. But I'm just quickly kind of going in here and getting these stems and brushing on. And do you notice that I'm doing like kind of quick swipes? And I just kind of get up to that edge, but I don't go to the edge. That is because I want that to kind of feather out and fill it in. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with the light fresh freesia. And you want that to be a really heavy click because it's alcohol and alcohol evaporates. This keeps it tight, means it's locked. So you want that click and you want it. That's why it's a little harder to kind of open. Now I'm going to go back and I'm just going to do the same thing. Right now, I'm not adding any of the dark highlights. I'm just literally coloring in. So this is a time where you got any questions, Bill, I can answer if they're asking.
No other questions.
Okay.
Kathy Walton is celebrating her 50th wedding anniversary.
Woo, woo, that's a big deal. Happy anniversary. See, that was something.
There we go.
So if you're new, say hello. Tell us where you're from. We'd like to meet
from all over.
We'd like to meet new friends. And in this little chat area, we've got some people who have really kind of become Facebook friends, just being stampers
Facebook
together.
family.
That's right. We're a Facebook family.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm going to just go in here real quick and do the same thing with these little ones. And don't worry about being perfect. You don't have to with these markers. Just make sure that you're not bleeding by having it go out of that line. So just kind of go up to it quickly. So there's white spots. I'm going to hold this up here. You'll see there's little white spots. I'm not quite to the edge there. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now what's going on?
I was just going to say hello to Susan Best Reed. She just joined us.
Woohoo! Hi, Susan. So then I'm going to take the dark soft succulent. Now you can there's a bullet tip if you haven't seen these. You got to have muscles of steel. There's a bullet tip and then there is and I use both for different reasons, but I'm going to do a little.
Still are tight like that? How long have you had that pen?
Well, a while.
Yeah, they're still tight. That means they're not drying out.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
So I'm going to use the little tip end because I just want to make one little line here where Stampin' Up! Has it. And remember, these things go, boy, when I say I left some white area, I left some white area. I got one whole leaf that I didn't even color. These do go, and then I might come in here and add just a little bit. I'm just doing little lines. I'm not an artist. I've never claimed to be. In fact, there's one of my hairs again. I left one whole, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to let that go with those colors. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come right back in with the dark fresh freesia with the brush tip end, and I'm going to do a few lines here. just where Stampin' Up! Has these highlights, I'm not going in. If you see, I'm going to hold this up. I'm not going in and reinventing the wheel. I'm just doing a little bit darker right where Stampin' Up! Has those lines, and I'm just covering it with the dark. Now, I could take the time and do the blending. And on some projects that I'm making, like when I'm doing special cards, I do that. But I also try to cater, since this is open to the public, you never know if a new stamper is going to be in here. So let's show them how to do, you know, because I know some of you like the names that we've talked. We've got some Kathy and some seasoned stampers in here that know how to do all this stuff. So I have to always make sure that I'm showing, see how that's just, I just followed the lines.
Got a hint.
What's that?
For taking off the top, instead of trying to pull it, twist it.
Twist it. Let's just try this. Ready? Because I'm going to come in, the pale papaya, twist. Still pretty tough for me.
Yeah.
I have very arthritic hands and I struggle. Now this is the light.
Oh, they love your colors.
Pale papaya. And I'm coming in here. These are all the in colors, the new in colors. And I was wanting to use something. Look at, isn't that just awesome? It's really taken me just minutes, and then I can come back in if I want to, and just with that dark, and just where Stampin' Up! Has it, and maybe I'll do a couple little spots in there. Okay.
Woohoo.
Pretty easy, right? So now, this is a scrap piece. I'm just going to cut this off so I can use it, because I'm going to pull out
The Mini Boss?
the Mini Boss. The correct name is the Mini Stamp and Cut Emboss Machine, right? Bill calls it the Big Boss and the Mini Boss. Now, when you use the mini one, and I love this little mini one, it's so cute, but it is a little bit different because the big one is a little more stable, and you know, this one you have to really kind of press down on. Since I'm going to do a die cut on this, I get to put the plate in, and then I'm going to put my cutting plate in, and then you're going to put your paper down and then your die. But my little trick that I love with all embossing folders is to just off to the side. Am I on camera?
You are.
Okay. Off to the side, I like to take a
washi tape.
little piece of washi tape.
Hi, Deb Norman.
And go like this. That way I set that and the die on top, and then another 2 acrylic. So we've got the base plate, an acrylic plate, your paper, your die, and then another acrylic. And this just holds my die in place. And then here's where I do have a little trouble with this. You got to kind of get that edge started, and then you hold down. I've had a couple people ask about this. You have to really kind of press down just to hold it in place, because the other one's bigger. You don't have to press as hard. And then just run it through.
Ooh, wow.
Lickety split. We'll take this out, set this aside. Take our plates out. Okay. Be real careful taking your washi tape off. I like to save my washi tape. I use it more than once. And there we have, I'm going to put that back so it doesn't get lost. Here we have.
Some people say it's easier to stand up.
It is. So there we have our perfect little cutout for our focal point. Let's go on. I'm going to do one more stamping. I'm going to use the basic gray, and I'm going to stamp our sentiment. And where did I just put that piece of scrap paper? Right here. That's what Andy Griffith says, right here. Okay, does anyone remember that, or am I too old?
No, I remember it.
I love Andy. I love Barney, actually. Okay, so my basic, this is basic gray. What's that?
Here's a hint to keep it from sliding around.
What?
Put the bumpy rubber shelf paper under it, and it won't move.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll have another surprise coming for you guys really soon too that will help. So my basic gray is kind of dry. I need to re-ink it. So I've inked it very good. In fact, I've over-inked it on the side. So we'll have to not rock the boat here. But let's go on this side. It is a red rubber, so I can just stamp it right down. Yay.
Awesome.
And then it might be like I'm a professional or something. I'm going to take the Label Me Fancy and I'm just going to punch this one out.
What's it called?
Label Me Fancy.
Label Me Fancy.
Yep, it's the Label Me Fancy punch.
Instead of the Taylor Tag punch. It's the
I know.
Label Me Fancy.
Listen to you. I love my punches. What can I say?
I guess.
Okay, we're going to set that aside. Now let's build this. This is so easy from here on out. So I've got a piece of half a sheet of cardstock to make an A2 sized card. And this is 8.5 by 4 1/4. And I'm just scoring it at that 4 1/4. So it was an 8.5 by 11. I cut it in half at 5.5, scoring it at 4 1/4. Okay. And we'll just burnish that down like so. Now, that heart and home, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? I had to use this. So, this is in the Fresh Freesia too. It's in that heart and home bundle. And I'm going to pair that with a piece. I'm going to mat this with a piece of Smoky Slate. So Smoky Slate is 4 by 5 1/4. So that makes this 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Am I good or what?
I guess.
I have some specifics that I just kind of always do. So it just took me a minute. I have to, like, my eyeballs go up to the left or something, like I'm thinking and concentrating. And what size did I cut that to? Should have wrote it down. Okay. You let me know if there's any questions from anyone.
Okay.
So far, it's pretty easy. Pretty explanatory. We're going to build the fun. We did the hard part. So now I want you to
paper, they
flip that. I know, isn't it really pretty? Mm-hmm. I am not a purple person. I never have been.
What's that purple again?
This is Fresh Freesia. It is
Freesia.
Absolutely my fave in all purples that we've ever had. I really like the Highland Heather. I'm normally a brights girl. You'd think I'd be all about the gorgeous grape. I'm just not a purple girl. So I'm going to take some of the Stampin' Seal and I'm going to run a couple lines of this, one at each end. Now, why do I do this? I do this every now and again. Does anyone remember why? Because this is how I do a little ribbon wrap. But instead of normally I go from side to side, I'm going to go from top to bottom. So this will stick it right in place, nice and flat. Let's see, do I have that in the middle? Yeah, I'd say so. And then I'll run it around this end.
Nice and subtle.
This ribbon.
I love that ribbon.
This ribbon, again, not being a purple person, I love this ribbon. I kind of hoard it. I think this is absolutely the most gorgeous ribbon they have had. And this is from a Bermuda Bay lover. But that is probably my favorite ribbon of all. Look at that.
Oh, they all love that ribbon.
I know. Gorgeous, right? Okay, then I'm going to glue this down. We all know that I like to have my cards nice and flat. But tonight I'm going to break out. I'm going to bust out and do something a little different. So this is, right here, this is 3 layers coming together.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot for me, guys. Especially for those who are new.
What was that ribbon's name?
Let me look. I know it is the Highland Heather something, but I'm glad someone asked because I didn't say it. It's Highland Heather Grosgrain ribbon. It's a 1/2 inch wide grosgrain. It is in our annual catalog. We do have another one that I do think is pretty also, because I think it's sheer, and it's the Gorgeous Grape. But I love the little metallic fleck in that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just like that? Pretty. Okay. So now...
Oh, wait. There's more, right?
There's more. So now I am going to use the Scallop Contour dies. I'm in love with these dies. I've used them so much. I know you guys are probably sick of them, but I can't help it. It frames this in perfectly. And, excuse me for coughing, I'm going to actually put dimensionals.
Really? Dimensionals?
Yes, really. It is really. I'm actually going to pop something up, and then I'm going to pop something else up.
What?
I know. We're going to be popping tonight.
Popping it
Pop.
up.
Pop, pop.
2 pops up.
Wait, give me snaps. There you go. I didn't know if you could do it. So I'm going to pull this in. Now, I always have that center one. That's just me. You don't really need it, but I hate things saggy. Okay. So I'm going to dead center this, which is something else I don't like to do. I like things kind of off.
You go wonky on it.
I know, but it's okay. It's okay to break out and do some different things. Now let's bring in our flower that we did. Okay, see where I'm going so far? What do you think of this?
I'm going.
You're going?
I see it. I see it.
Let's pop that up too.
Really?
So, what?
Popping it up again. Wait a second.
That's for me. It's
now, how are you going to pop that up and keep it level? Well, that's not that part, is it?
No. No. Let's
Well, that's going in the middle.
That's going in the middle. And then I'm going to take this little, where's my snips here? This little side piece here. I'm going to town on dimensionals on this one. This, like, seriously, folks, I really don't. I don't pop, but I'm going to do this, do this. Pop that nail up and it gets that edge to come up nice and easy. Pop your nail into it. So I'm going to mount this, and I'm going to mount it a little bit more over to the left-hand side. Ta-da! What do you think? I've got, so what do we got? 3, 4, 5 layers now, and I've got 2 popped up.
Uh-oh.
Craziness, right? So then we got our sentiment here. We're going to pop this up. Is this what you were talking about?
Yeah, because I thought you were going off it with the...
I am.
Oh,
so,
you are going up. So how are you keeping that level?
Well, if I put a dimensional here, I'm going to have to pop 2 here to keep it at the same level. Because this goes one level, because there's dimensional underneath here. I'd need 2 to make it same as that.
So you just stack them on top of each other?
So I'm just going to stack them on top. So I stack one, pull it off, and stack another right on top of that. Okay, whoops. I threw that into my dimensionals. And then, look at that. That's a lot of dimensionals on one card, considering I am... Now, when I lay this on here, it's going to be at the same height. See how that's come along?
So it's all level.
It's all level.
Let's see.
But we're not done yet.
There's more?
There's more. We're not going to be doing any more popping, though. Okay?
Oh, no more levels.
So then there's this little flourish thing in the die kit. And I thought, oh, well, we've got to do some more to this because it's just kind of, you know, needs a little zhuzh.
Calling it bling.
So I cut out 2 of these. They're the exact same. I cut them out in the smoky slate that had went around. And we're going to take these and let's just look. I'm going to put, oh, look what I'm doing. I'm just ripping it off. He's leaning right into this.
I'm leaning in to see what you're doing.
And then we're going to take a glue dot, and then I'm just going to tuck this. And if I have to, I'll use my little pokey tool.
Oh.
Because I think I'm going to be ordering that. Take your pick tool. I'm going to have to use it. I'm going to have to because it's sticking. There we go. Get it in there so I can get that stuck down. Okay, so we got a little bit of something there. Now let's take a look at this. This one, do I want it more here? It's too long already. So I'm going to cut it down. I just cut it out. Oh, yeah. Or do I want it up there? I think I like it better here for a little. And, you know, the thing of it is, what I like the best is taking a moment, putting it together, and just having it be whatever it's going to be. Sometimes they're going to be completely different because it depends on where you put the dimensionals underneath, but I think that's okay. That's just my personal opinion. Now, we got to add some bling to it. So let's come into my pack of embellishments and see what fun, you know what? We're just going to go with clear rhinestones because I think that silver in that will just really pop. Ooh. And let's just do some of those smaller ones up here at the top.
They love this card.
Isn't it pretty? It's just a little bit different than what I do normally. You guys know I'm not necessarily into the foofity, but it just came together so well. It's a great way to show you, oops, you know, the one thing that you want to do is, as a professional, you should probably, if you're going to go Facebook Live telling people how to stamp, at least be able to put something on there straight, right? Shouldn't have to be crooked. Jeez, Bill, what are you doing? You're killing me here. Okay, so then, there it is. Oh, wait. There's more.
You're putting more on there?
I just feel like maybe Wink Stella. Okay. So we'll just get this and let's do some right here on these petals. This will give a little bling bling. It'll also add some shimmer and pull out some of that color. Oh, I just love the fresh freesia. This has got to be my favorite.
Going over the top tonight. They're talking about it.
Are they?
Talking about how great it is.
And, you know, every stamp set and every piece of paper, you can make what you want it to be. I have had a couple of them. So recently I have been playing with our Daffodil Afternoon. It was not the one that caught me the most at first. I liked the real retro look, but then I put it away and I started playing with other things. I started playing with it this week. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with it. And so pretty much, look at that. Do you see that? So we are going to have these next week. If you share my video tonight, I'm going to put, I have 2. And I'm going to be drawing for 2 of these next week if you share my video tonight to your wall. And then, because we didn't have last week, we had done this card with that faux watercolor technique. Yeah. We are going to do a drawing tonight for these cards from last Wednesday night.
I like that card.
But these will be if you come back on Friday at 4 p.m., we'll be doing the drawing for these ones. So, you like which one?
I like the sailboat.
Oh, I figured you would.
Is my name in here?
Is your name in there? Did you share my video?
I did.
You did do it, but no, your name's not in here.
Whoa!
You're disqualified.
I'm disqualified because I'm the drawer.
So, you guys, I had a lot of people share my video last week. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. So, we're going to do a drawing. Bill likes to draw from them. I put everybody's name on a ticket in here in my little ticket bag, and he's going to draw them. I do want to say, if there's any items that you saw tonight that you want to purchase, you can get them from my online store. Just click the Shop Now button right at the top of my Facebook page, Piccadilly Stampin', and it will take you to my store, and you can find these items. If you're watching this later on YouTube, I will have my store listed in the description. So, you going to grab a couple of names?
1, 2.
Okay, for tonight's drawing will be the sailboats.
Melanie Carter.
Woohoo, Melody. If you could get me your address, Melody, I'd appreciate that, and I will get you that card.
They say the new card looks old-fashioned.
The new card?
Mm-hmm.
This looks old-fashioned?
Yep.
Aw, I just think it's really soft and pretty. And I like, instead of using the green again, I did the contour. I just think it's really pretty myself.
Yep. And
What do you
then Jean Orwig.
Woo! I know you, so I know how to get you this card. So Melody and Jean, thank you so much, you guys. Thanks for letting us come in to your home and share some fun with you. I hope you had a wonderful evening. We will see you back here Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. So be sure to check your time zone so you know what that is. What is that? 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Mountain, 2 p.m. Pacific, and after that, I don't know.
You know, Nicole, you just whenever.
And it's 10 p.m. in Ireland. I do know that. So, all right, you guys have a great evening, and we will see you Friday. Bye-bye.
Have a good time. Bye.